All right, bros, we're here. We're gonna do the Sequoia. Think we can do it one day?
Oh, we don't even know what the plan is here.
The plan is, so Bradley and Jeff, Armour Detail Supply, come on in here, fellas. We're gonna shoot an old school 7-hour series.
This thing is tight.
It's gonna be, we're gonna shoot as many hours as I have batteries of doing this thing. So we're gonna decon, we're gonna play with some new potential formulations we're thinking about. Yep. We're gonna do decon, and then we're gonna polish, coat, see how far we get. I mean, we'll do the car first and then maybe get into the wheels or not.
Yeah.
You know, I might do the wheels next week.
Probably do the wheels tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. The paint's actually really good, so we might even one-step it. We'll see.
Yeah, I feel like I'll probably be able to get away with a one-step. Maybe a two-step in certain areas. I know you're two-step or nothing.
I'm gonna just send it. Like, I'm gonna do it. I might as well do the whole thing. So
I mean, with three of us, we would probably knock out a two-step really quickly anyways.
Yeah. So we took the roof rack off this morning. I'm telling you guys, they only cut the grass when I'm trying to make a video. They haven't cut the grass in a month.
Dude, those things are like straight pipes.
All right, I think he was just going to the bathroom, so I think we're good. Anyway, so we're going to work on that today, and I'm going to bring you along, and that's all I got for an intro, so let's get rolling.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's get this thing set up here. Pressure washer. All right, so we won't clean the wheels. Let's just get after it. All right, so let's talk about what we're doing with decon. Well, let's talk about it.
Do you want to put this out there now?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
We're going to share the story, share the whole thing. That's fine. So I'm sure all of you guys know that are here on this channel, but the Chemical Guys Citrus Red story was some dude on Renlist, early on when I was sharing my process. This is wax days, right? So I'm using wax and sealant, and I was sharing my iron removal decon process, and he's like, you should check out Chemical Guys Citrus Red. I'm like, Chemical Guys? That's for losers. I'm not doing that. And they said, no, it's like their one great product. This was prior to them, selling out.
It's the one product I used from them for a long time.
Yeah, it's great. And so, but right when I started using it, like maybe a couple months after, they discontinued it. Because no one bought it, because it was good, and it didn't have any marketing behind it. And so I reached out to them and said, hey, can I bring this back? And they said, yes. And they said, but you got to buy in 55-gallon drums. I said, fine. Yeah. And I did it. And we got the first one, and it sold out in about 22 seconds, sold out the 55-gallon drums.
You did the freaking
inkjet printer. Yeah. If it got any liquid on it, the inkjet melted, right? And then I hand numbered them, we sold it, and we figured out how to pump it by hand. My dad's in there pumping the thing one bottle at a time. And then we did that for a little while and sold it and actually made it a label. And then they said, well, you got to buy it in totes. They're trying to get rid of me because they don't want to make like one-off batches. Yeah. And then eventually they said, we're not going to make it. And so my buddy Jimbo Balaam said, hey, I know who made the original formulation. Connect me with the guy from Projet. I think the Projet guys were originally at Warner Chemical or something like that. And so Projet makes the version. And then when I saw the SDS and we tested the pH, I'm like, this isn't citrus at all. It's a pH of like 9.
Yeah, so, it's just alkaline with a delimonene additive, yeah.
Right, so why would we call this citrus and why would it be red? It would make more sense to make it purple because iron remover turns to purple. That's what I thought. And so I've been buying it ever since, and we shipped across the country. And so you've been, talking me into saying, well, we can make it down the street here, and you can probably just come pick it up. And so made me some formulations. We're going to test out some versions. So what is the Armour Decon soap? So let's talk about what actually exists, what people can buy. Mm-hmm. So what's the formulation? What does it do? Obviously, none of these are going to strip a coating, right? No. But it will put a dent on a spray sealant or a topper on a coating to kind of set you up.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a high pH, decon soap. Okay. This is like what I like as decon soap. I mean, okay. you might have a completely different idea of what you like as a decon soap, but this is what I like. Super high foaming, super dry foam. Okay. Very like fast, acting to where it will do work right away. I mean, if you have bugs on the front and you foam this on, you're going to start to see them start to turn orange and break down really, really quickly. Mm-hmm. It will not strip a coating. You can use this for annual maintenance on a coating, totally fine. Even like a good spray sealant, like our ceramic spray sealant or maybe G-Technic C2 V5 or whatever.
Yep.
It's not going to completely strip those or anything like that, but it will strip like a drying aid or like an Amplify,
yep.
or some dealership wax or whatever. It's going to put a good dent
goal,
in something like that.
The purpose of Decon for us now is to get us set up, get as much off as we can.
Correct.
Right, and maybe it's a bit more of a sledgehammer. Maybe you don't want to use it. In my mind, I don't want to use it every time because if I have a proper decon, it will probably degrade or at least damage whatever the top coat is. Mm-hmm. But that's what we kind of want to kind of set us up to do the job.
Yeah.
I like. I don't. I was telling you the other day. I'm like, I'm not really sure what I like. It just kind of happens,
Yeah.
So you had to think about this a lot more than I've had. You had to think about what you like because you're trying to create it.
It's easier to make something for myself because I know what I want. It's hard to make something for someone else because you don't know what they want. So it's just you.
Apparently, I don't know what I want.
I'm completely relying on you to tell me, hey, this is what I don't like. This is what I like. This is what So as probably be 20 samples before we get something that you're like, yeah, I like this. But got that.
So this has been my reluctancy to chase, making stuff, is because of that perfectionism. That continued chase. Am I going to be able to find something that's good enough? But what I'm learning, and I've learned this with cabinets, and I've learned this with speakers. Once, Obsessed Garage, the whole point was to pursue and to chase and to find the best, at least what I like the most, to find the best, quote unquote, best in the world. And I've kind of run out of stuff.
Yeah.
I ran out of the world.
Yeah.
The world is done.
Yeah.
And so now, my entire ethos, my entire existence has been, I'm going to find what exists that's the best. Mm-hmm. And when I find something better, because when on the come up, you find better, and it's constant pursuit.
Yeah.
And now I've reached the ceiling, and so now who am I? What do I do? Mm-hmm. And so what I've been doing with tools and speakers and cabinets as well, find the cabinet company that I like the most, find the spray bottle that I like the most, and then try to fix it.
And work with them to make it better.
Right, and try to make it better, work with them. But now I'm committed. I can't just jump ship.
Yeah.
And so that makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. Probably partly because all these people, I've been selling them.
Yeah.
This has been the good, and this has been the value prop.
And you actually have morals.
So now, and so now you and you've been telling me for years, hey, I can make you what you want, and then I'm like, well, I don't know what I want. I just know when I use it.
Yeah.
And so that better, or what already exists is pretty simple. You just try, versus formulate, and that's a different life. And now what I'm not going to be able to do is formulate like 20 products at once.
No.
It's going to take me the rest of my life.
Yeah, you don't want to do that
this.
either. You'll drive yourself insane.
So there's a couple of products that I have in my mind, and one of them is, can we make a better decon soap? And so lots of yapping just to basically say we're going to try some different decon soaps, and I'm going to try to figure out what I want.
Yeah.
And then we'll make it.
Yeah. The good thing with us, and what I say we do the same thing with our line, is, again, you might not like what we like, but to me, everything here, for me, obviously, to me it's best in class, because what we do is, let's say I have my panel prep, and then we buy every product that ever comes out, ever.
Sure.
Like, our cabinets are loaded with everything you could ever think of, and there's stuff that he's like, hey, I actually like this better than our stuff. Yeah. But then I use it, and I'm like, no, this stuff's jank. I like my stuff better. So but it's nice to have other people that use your stuff to tell you what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
But what we do is, if there is a product that comes across my desk and we use it, and I'm like, wow, this stuff's actually good. I actually think it's better than ours, and it's happened in multiple cases with some of our products. Yeah. Then I'm like, okay, well, now I have a benchmark to go to and beyond to get to the next point. And that's why, for us, some people don't like us because we're always revising almost too much.
Yeah.
But because then people are like, oh, well, I have the last version, and and it's like, well, we're in the constant pursuit of getting better. So I'm going to revise every time that something comes across my desk that I think is better. I'm going to revise mine to get to better. So partnering with someone like us that's willing to do that, and on a every batch basis reformulate to get better and better and better is a good point for you, because your other manufacturers is going to say, no, we make this and you buy it in this color, and that's, we're like, unless if you want to change, 12 months out from making a change. You know, you can tell me, hey, this batch, you know, I actually think I wanted a little more wetting so that the foam clings longer. Okay, let me make that change, and the next batch we can implement it.
And I think that people overestimate the simplicity. It's not that simple. At least it isn't for me.
Yeah.
You know, to just say, well, I can just make whatever product I want tomorrow. It's going to take, you know, it takes thought. It's going to take me some time. You know, every product that I use has been like, I mean, a lot of thought's gone into that. And, you know, my goal has never been to make an Obsessed Garage line of products. I mean, it's just not, I'm a sucker for brands and a sucker for the chase, you know, but I need, what's the next path for me? And I think it might be to start to formulate. And who knows, maybe there's some stuff that you can't do. You know, maybe
there's definitely some stuff that we're not, you know, that you're going to say, hey, there's this stuff that I like better. And
it's some crazy aerosolized solvent or something like that. Like, you know, you're probably not going to make me a new Terminator. You know? So, anyway, let's get to work. I'm freaking yapping here at you guys. but this is what's going through my head is like, you know, and Decon soap is the one thing that I've been thinking about a lot for a long time. I'm like, can I make it better? And so let's play with some stuff. All right, so let me get some foam cannons and.
So I got. You want to use the two that I made, right? Or try one of them.
Let's do all three.
Okay.
You think? Let's do the original formulation.
And I can explain.
Which I'm sure I said I hated for some reason. I'm not sure why, but we'll see. Maybe
I can explain you the differences too. That way.
Yeah. This would be good. I need more foam cannons. I already have 6 of them, but apparently that's not enough. Let me dump this out.
We brought ours too, if you want to try it, but it might be too jank for you.
Oh yeah, let's do that. So then we'll have well, let's not use this one.
But the only thing is, you probably need a 1.99 orifice or something.
Oh yeah.
If you don't have it, because we have a 1.25 in here, you probably have to shut off one of your pressure washers.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can just use yours then.
Okay. Yeah, we'd have to swap that. All right. So what's our? What do you think our dilution is going to be here? How much?
So that's the other thing with formulating is you also got to tell me, hey, what dilution do you want to use? Because you know I know you like a lot of soap. No matter what soap you use a lot.
I've just used, you know, the idea is that I haven't tested it, and so it's just easier to just say, let me just use a bunch, and then I know it's going to work.
Yeah. So
instead of I'm not really sure if it's going to work.
So again, I formulate these because I'm, you know, the way that I use products, I don't want to use a lot. Like I never go more than 3 ounces in a foam container ever with anything I use because to me that's just a waste of product.
Yeah.
You know, I like 150 mil to me sounds like crazy.
Like a waste.
So these are made to use anywhere from like 1 to 3 ounces in a foam cannon, 1 to 2 ounces in a bucket.
Okay.
And that's just like you can change your stripping cleaning power based on how much you want. It's going to foam grade even at 1 ounce. And it's going to still be super slick. But if you want more stripping power, more cleaning power, then you go up to like 3 ounces. So, you know, for like your fresh detail start, you know, Decon, probably go 3 ounces, max it out. You get the most amount of cleaning, most amount of stripping, stuff like that. If you're using it for maintenance or you want to use it for like a pre-wash when you're doing your thing, you can just do like 1 or 2 ounces. That way it's not getting that crazy amount of stripping. So.
All right. So what do we have? What's the differences here? See, this is what I want to do. If we're going to frickin' do this, no secrets here.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to keep up with us. Is my argument for the world. So that's what I'm. You know, we're gonna tell you what we're working on here. So what do we got? What's the difference?
So these are both. Going to be heavier than ours.
Okay.
This is still pretty strong. 12 pH. Got a lot of solvents in here to strip. You know, strip oils, grease. Wax sealants, things like that. So still fairly strong, but trying to keep it safe because we know we also have people that are using it for the first time and might leave it out in the sun to dry and do stuff like that. So you don't want, you know,
you're worried about trim and
we're you know we gotta find the balance of what works really good, but also is safe enough for someone that's done it for the first time to use. Going to the extreme level, you said literally on the phone, I want a nuclear version of Decon soap. So I made you a nuclear version of Decon soap. This is like approaching on 13 pH. I measured it like 12.8. It might have climbed a little bit as it settled. This is way more leaned heavy on DDBSA, which is a super like heavier cleaning surfactant. So you're going to get more cleaning power there. Obviously 12.8 pH. You know, we raised the pH. Going from 12 to 12.8 is a pretty big jump in terms of cleaning power.
What's the difference between like this and an APC? Or are we erring on the side of all-purpose cleaner here?
I mean, you're getting there, some of the same ingredients, but there's still, like, the APCs don't have, like, DDBSA, you know, APCs don't have, you know, SLS or SLES, which are soap surfactants. You would use different types of surfactants in an APC, but this does have sodium metasilicate in it, which would be in an APC to give you that pH build. And things like that. A lot of APCs also have like sodium hydroxide. I don't use any of that stuff because I don't want to get into that realm. But you can use sodium hydroxide if you want like a really nuclear
So the
option.
two main raws would be what, surfactant and detergent?
You have surfactant is like your main, like the main juice of the thing.
Okay.
You got solvents in there to help break down oil, grease, grime, stuff like that.
So solvent would be like drops of stuff versus the surfactant is gallons.
Yeah, so
in
solvents are going to be
comparison?
used in very low quantity, but it helps break the surface.
So do we call a solvent an active ingredient?
Yeah, it's still an active, very much an active.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have what you would call, you're probably referring to like a detergent, which is like a pH builder, which is like your metasilicates and stuff like that.
Detergent is what does the breakdown of the grease and grime and dirt, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The surfactant.
It's going to do that's going to do the lion's share of your cleaning.
The surfactant is what creates like the lubricity, the slickness, the bubbles, and all that crap.
Cleaning, foam, lubricity, surfactants, they're surface active ingredients. They are their whole surfactant's job is to basically break the surface tension of the thing so that the cleaners can get to the dirt.
Got it. Okay. Got it. It makes it stick.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it makes it stick to the surface and then allows you to sort of break that sort of water repellent barrier.
Correct.
And then if you go so this is where there's a fine balance. I mean, you can make something that would make 4 inches of foam, but then it's just a mess, and then it can reactivate. You know, these are the things that matter to me. Is like I want it to stay, but then I don't want to have to rinse 500 times.
Yeah.
You know, keep rinsing. What did I use recently? That was it was Stoner's iron remover. But it was a non-color change.
Yeah, it was like that new one that they came out with.
The non-stink.
Yeah.
And I was rinsing for like 50 times. It just kept reactivating. Couldn't get the darn thing off the surface.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. You know, so I don't want that in a soap. So risk to this is that we leave it on too long, we wash in the sun, or we end up like with black wheels, and we end up with like little spots and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, wheels and such you'd be fine, but like, you know, you get into like janky Toyota trim, janky Ford trim. Ford is notorious. You have like really high pH chemicals that stains, vinyl wraps and things like that are like a lot more sensitive. But it's mostly going to be like your plastic areas and stuff like that. And if you're just frankly an idiot and you just leave it baking in the sun, like whenever you're using this, you know, even your Decon soap, any Decon soap, you know, anything that's not pH neutral, you should be, you know, kind of being on top of. I mean, luckily we're in the shade, we're, you know, super cool, but like if you're in, you know, California or Florida in the middle of the summer, like you're going to need to be on top of this so you're not letting it just bake in the sun.
All right, so we have pH of 13-ish, pH of 12-ish.
That's like a 12.5 and this is 12.
Gotcha. So are these based on the same exact thing, just diluted a little more?
No, not diluted at all. They're same level of activity, like active ingredients. This is just, again, more DDBSA heavy, more cleaning, more metasilicate to give you that extra pH and detergency. This more leans on SLS versus the DDBSA, so you get a little bit of, you know, like less cleaning power, less, you know, stuff like that. But there's also less metasilicate in here, giving you a little bit lower pH.
So, but are the raw ingredients like the same brand of stuff?
And
you're just choosing.
Just changing different, just different percentage ratios of what.
And then what about this?
This has some of the same ingredients, but not exactly the same.
Okay.
And these I used a couple very expensive, very hard to get surfactants that
I like that.
that
Speaking my language.
yeah, that should do really well. Like no one in the U.S. even makes them. You got to get them from overseas.
Yeah.
They're powder form, but they should do a lot of work while being really, really safe. So yeah, there's some special stuff in these.
You know what I'm thinking I'm going to do also? I'm going to try to talk. I try to talk the LeaderMax guys into making stuff here in the U.S. And so what we need to do is talk them into having us do it, and we just get like a. They were concerned about like his wife doesn't have the formulations, so I said, what we need to do is just build a brick room that only he has the key, and he can come down there and make it, and we can all use it. It's pretty legit.
So he's super hush hush about his stuff.
Oh yeah. No one. He was like borderline insulted that I even suggested. I'm like, why don't we just make it here?
Yeah.
I was like, I'll buy your plane ticket. You come over once a year, mix up a crazy batch, and
it's the same idea with us. With us getting into the manufacturing side and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My same thing too is like all these companies are bringing over product and paying duties, paying the shipping fees to get over here, and that's why you get a product that in the EU is super cheap. You get it over here and it's crazy expensive. Well, what if you were able to just make it here for them? It's same quality, same stuff like that. I mean, obviously, there's only certain people that will be willing to do that, but it is a cool concept to think about.
And a lot of people get their crap stolen, and or reverse engineered and stolen. But the thing you can't reverse engineer is the process, right? This is where I think the magic in the bottle comes in. Is certain products, temperature, the process by which, kind of like when you make a cake, you put the butter in at a certain temperature at a certain time, and so a chef can make a different cake. Then this has always been my argument, is that sometimes some of those products over there on my shelf was lightning in a bottle, and then they keep it to themselves, and then you can have the SDS, yes, you can try to reverse engineer, but you might be missing a step or two. And this is, again, I think probably pretty rare, because a lot of the stuff is real simple. Right? But that's what we're going to try to figure out. Okay. So what do you think? What do we want our dilution to be? You want 3 ounces?
Yeah, I would just do, if you want to go like max stripping power on all of them, I would go 3 ounces.
I'll send it.
Yeah, 3 ounces.
Send it. I should probably get this out of here. Let's just do this. So we're going to mix up each, and we'll do like different sections.
In all of these, there's no
scent.
That one has a scent to it. I put cranberry in there, but the high pH usually nukes fragrance pretty well.
Yeah, it's not like super strong.
Yeah. There's no added salt or anything in there, so you can tell it's literally like water thin. So you can play with the viscosity, by adding salt if you want, or you can also change it with actives. If you say, hey, I want it actually a little thicker.
I don't find it really.
I like thin,
beneficial.
so you can see like all of our stuff is pretty thin.
I mean, what's the benefit? It just makes it heavier and more difficult to deal with, harder to clean out your stuff.
Yeah.
It's just some of them.
For us as a mixing, it's also more annoying.
Yeah, and then pumping, the pump is going to beat up your pump.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that. I'm doing 3 ounces of each, and we'll do 1,000 total.
Yep.
So this one has like a.
That one I think is like mango papaya, but it probably nuked a lot of it. Again, high pH is hard to. You got to kind of play around with scents to see what sticks.
So you think the stability of the scent would change from here in 6 months?
No.
Once you get it. It's just
once it
nukes it.
Once it does that first like 24-hour kind of settling, that's usually what you're left with.
So let me do because these are all going to look the same. Let me get a piece of tape or something here. This is going to be radio gold here, people.
So like this one has a smell, but you can you just got to kind of test fragrances to see what works. A lot of times too with the high pH, like you can smell the fragrance oil, and then you put it in there and it smells completely different. So again, it's a lot of just trial and error with fragrances and higher pH stuff.
I want to act tough, like I don't give a crap, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of
fun. It adds to the whole experience.
The whole GFX thing with the Christmas scent kind of changed the whole curmudgeon opinion.
It adds to the experience. I mean, you can have two products that are exactly the same, and if one smells like nothing or like a cleaner and the other one smells like cherries, you're going to pick the one that smells like cherries.
So we'll call this Nuke.
Nuke.
Maybe that's our name.
You have a trash can here? Inside?
Yeah, it's in the it's right in the door of the left side of the cabinet right there. The one thing I didn't have room for is a frickin' trash can in here. We'll call this type A, and we'll call this Decon, which I think is gonna fall off. Chemically, why the heck? I wonder why does Built Hammer Touchless seep through the darn bottle? Which, you know, what raw chemical causes stuff to seep through? I guess this is HDPE.
Yeah, realistically, it shouldn't in HDPE.
It does.
It does.
I mean, look at this. It's this has like
does it seep through the oleum bottle though?
Yeah.
Well, touchless is pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty nuclear. You know, it comes through this bottle. I wipe it down every time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty nasty chemical.
And there's like a liner inside of here.
Really?
I think there's like a specific like plastic bag type liner that they put inside of the bottle, and it still comes through it. It's pretty interesting. And then, you know, traceless we know is like a freaking flamethrower.
Yeah, you can light it on fire.
I haven't tried that.
Yeah, it's a solvent. You can light it on fire.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
He's like, man, I've been putting that on my glass. He's like,
this is why it's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's fill this up here. So let's go over here. See the little Jeff Franklin hack here, the little dram guy?
Yeah, he was looking at that earlier.
It's pretty sweet. It's a cheap aluminum little.
Just with a shower nozzle.
Yeah, I mean this is like in the water plant world, like this is the jam, I guess.
The big boy version of your local.
Yeah, I have one for the pressure washer that goes on the end of the pressure washer.
Yeah, and then we'll do some warm water here. I got these bros though too. They're just too big. These guys with the.
Oh my God! Janitorial gloves.
No, these are for frog wear, cold protection.
Oh my gosh!
See these? So they have like a little liner inside for us Florida boys that can't.
It's not even. What is it like? 58 degrees, and we're all in hoodies, and you need gloves.
My fingers. Yep. Oh yeah, we got nice. Ooh, see that? That's good. Fix my hands. This is gonna take us frickin' 3 weeks to do this car at this rate.
I know. Once we get working, we'll get moving.
Yeah.
We'll get into rhythm.
Let's do front clip with a nuke.
Okay, I'm gonna put in the bucket. Do you want soap in the bucket?
Yeah.
I'll put just the regular, a non-nuke.
Okay, so we're gonna go type A in the bucket.
And I just put 2 ounces.
And then, are you a rinse first or just put the soap on direct? Does it really matter?
Depends on the car. With something this clean, I usually would just rinse, foam, and then go right to it.
Okay.
If it's a dirty car, I would usually leave it, you know, dry, foam it, rinse it, foam it again, then go to contact. But this thing's pretty clean, so I mean, it's up to you. We're also polishing it, so.
Yep. Let's just go. I'll rinse it and then we'll put it in. Man, that water smells bad from the sitting in the beads.
Smell like fish.
Yeah.
Should go away once it starts running, though.
Yeah, it will. Yep.
Because how big of a things do you have in there?
Those are half a cubic foot.
2?
Yep.
Are they duals? Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's just do this one section at a time here, I think, maybe. I'm making this up as we go. Let's see what it feels like. So alkalinity immediately means usually pretty slick, right? I mean, generally.
Yeah.
Anything alkaline once it's wet, foam.
Yeah, it'll be really, really, really slick.
Yep. So we have a pretty wet foam, I think you would say, right?
Yeah.
So we got us say a half an inch of foam. I'm just making up an analysis here as I'm going through this. But, so this being as nasty, this is probably going to make my hands hurt, right?
It's not gonna make them hurt, but like after you wash, you wash the car and you dry them off, they're probably gonna feel a little dry.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
But you're not gonna be like, your hands aren't gonna be stinging.
Right.
You know, you're probably gonna be, at the end of the day, you're like, man, I probably want some lotion on or something. You know, if you're a baby.
And I have that even with the pH of 8.5.
Yeah, anything even like 10 pH, you're gonna get that kind of sensation.
Yep.
You're using an APC and not using gloves. I mean.
Okay.
And even acid too. I mean, you use an acid shampoo, it's going to be even worse, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's hot. Shoot.
You need a sponge. I don't know where your sponges are at.
Yeah, top drawer. I guess I forget. You guys know what you're doing. I'm always used to having to take charge here. We can.
Do you want us to wash, or you want to experience first? Or?
Yeah, let me do a little bit of experiencing, and then I'll try to get a little. Since there's 3 of us, I can actually get decent camera angles instead of just myself. Soaps are tricky because there's not much to it, you know? It's pretty simple.
Yeah, like all these are probably going to feel pretty similar.
Yeah. Well, that's where to me, it would come down to washing a dozen cars.
Yeah, you have to do a lot. Yeah, you're not going to wash one car or front end and be like, yep, this is a soap for me, you know?
Right.
It's going to take a lot of times just to see if there's any kinks or any, you know, anything that you see that...
I got the rest of my life to figure it out.
Yeah.
So we got time.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a rush when you're trying to do something like that. I mean,
yeah.
Use it for 10 Decon washes and then you'll know.
Yeah. All right, go for it. Let me get us some angles, some cinematic mastery here.
Oh yeah, that's nice and warm. I like that. If I climb on Matt's wheel, I'm gonna get housed on the OG group. Got some iron on there already. Bunch of little rust spots.
Yep.
Jeez.
I noticed that when we did our first wash.
A lot of contamination. Wow. Whew. There's going to be a lot of claying on this thing.
Mm-hmm. This San Antonio probably came on a rail car.
Yeah, I can tell. Did you hit the bumper, Jeff? Or?
No.
I want to make sure I'm not going over you.
So I'm not going to have any amazing epiphanies for you here yet, but we're gonna make stuff, and I'm gonna try it and see if I can catch the catch the feels, catch the love. What are your generation to catch the vibes? Is that what the 30-year-olds say?
Yeah, that's Ryan's generation.
I watched Love Is Blind, and that's what they were saying. The vibes.
Oh no. Do you want to foam some of the rest, or do you want?
Go ahead. I'll do I'm the videographer here today.
We'll go A. Let you do A. You can do A down this whole side, and then we can do we can spray the roof too, and then we'll do the regular on the other side. Yeah, that's A.
All right, so we have similar. I think I might let's say I liked a little less wet foam. What would you do to change that?
When you say,
so it'd have more air in it, right?
Okay.
A little less water.
Okay.
I don't know that I like that. I'm just saying, let's say that I did.
Yeah, you'd go more like sulfate heavy.
And it would give you more bubbles, basically.
It'd give you more of that like Adams megafoam feel, where it's like very dry, foam. But a lot of times you don't really want that, because I mean, it depends. You know, that kind of dry foam can go on, but then it just kind of clumps up and falls off. Whereas like the wetter foam, it'll go on really nice like this, and then kind of turn into a sheet. Like you see how this turns into a sheet.
I really like that.
So it sticks better.
Yeah.
So that's that. You know,
I think this did better than the Nuke.
There's two different types. Yeah, probably because the Nuke also has a lot more solvent in it, so it might kill some of the foam.
Well, we'll try that on the other door. Let's do the Nuke on the other door, and let's see how that looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do like this like double whammy here, right? We're getting a double. You get the initial foam, and then the runoff is running over top of the other
So it sticks
foam.
and clings, and you have more dwell time. Like, you know, this is just a full sheet of foam now, and it's not like, you know, you're not getting that like clumpiness where it sticks together and then just falls off. You actually get, you know, some more dwell time, and it goes into a sheet so that, you know, it's being able to penetrate more, and you're not getting like patchy spots, you know?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how it comes off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take these douche guards off.
Yeah, we'll do that once we get it dry. We can
Goofy edge guard.
get a little heat gun and pull those off.
These steps are terrible because you really don't need a step.
Yeah.
And so you Achilles tendon scrape coming out of the car.
Yeah.
And the step isn't really big enough to get your foot on it. It's kind of weird. They're mainly there for, you know, all that rock climbing I'm doing, Jeff. You know, the rock yarding.
Oh, you didn't.
All the curves you're going to be driving over on the thing.
You got to remember to be on your best washing behavior. You guys are getting judged by the people. So these are two OGers, like original guys, and you're getting judged by all your peers.
All the newbies.
Yeah, all those noobs.
So this is the Nuke. I'll do it on the back. Can you pull out the hose?
There's a roof rack off. It makes so much freaking buffeting noise.
And Michelle got some dirt on this thing already.
Yep, I can already tell I like I like Type A better.
Yeah, it probably foams more because there's less solvent in it.
Yeah. Yeah, we get this is a much thinner, much less aeration. I'm making up words as we go here.
And in
Yeah, it's running off a little quicker.
Wet.
in A there I added loramine oxide in it, so that's also a foam booster. You're like, I don't know what that is.
No, I'm listening.
People can look it up online.
I'm
It's a foam booster.
I'm a smart fella here. I can take in words and learn them.
Again, that's the hard thing about it is there's so much that I can do, and it's just like I just need to know what to do, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the nice thing about getting multiple kind of like samples like this at once is, wow, there's so much contamination on this thing. Is you can say, hey, I like this about A, but I like this about this, but I like this about this one, and then you can then I can be like, okay, well I can combine a lot of that. This thing's dirty, bro.
It's gonna be a lot of play.
Yeah.
I just washed the darn thing 6 days ago. It's only driven maybe a couple hundred miles.
Let's go to actual Decon. Huh? I'll spray the roof, yeah.
All right, so this is the existing.
Yeah, this is our
ADS.
current, the
People
one
can-
that was jank.
People can buy this right off the bat. Let's see.
Right off the bat, people can buy this.
You can buy it right now. Oh, yeah, it's terrible. I can tell it's terrible.
Terrible, you're crazy.
What would you say? how many formula, like what version of this formula from start to finish? How many versions are you on of this?
So, well, I mean, a lot. So we had a previous version that was out to the public. Yeah. This is our technical second version.
Right, but I mean, iterations to get to version 1 was how many then?
Oh, I mean, version 1 was like, I mean, probably only like 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
And then to get to this version was a lot. This version was like closer to like probably 10. Mm-hmm. I don't know exact number, but this one took a while.
Yep. Okay.
Because we were also learning throughout the process too.
Yep. Come on, Jeff. Yeah. Just slide it. Okay.
Man, this thing has a lot of.
I think I like. I think I still like Type A the most here. I'm judging here. Let me see what this feels like.
This one should be pretty similar slickness to Type A.
Yep, yep.
It might be even smidge slicker maybe, but it can also be changed.
Type A really killed it with the double layering business, you know? Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
This one should do a pretty similar thing though. I mean, you kind of get that there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big talk of the town. A lot of people will now, when they're testing soaps, they're like, "Oh, look, it's got a double surfactant," and then every chemist is like, "There's like 6 surfactants in this product."
I can't watch any of those videos. It makes 0 sense to me, that doofy testing stuff.
Easy.
All right, so we're gonna rinse, and let's see, does it reactivate? Does it come off? This to me is a function step. Like, it feels better if like I don't want to have to work at it to get the stuff off.
Yeah.
You want it to stay on.
Wow,
but you don't want
I was not expecting that. That's the first time experiencing duals.
Oh yeah, they're 4 gallons a minute. So we had awesome dwell time, but we're not like, the soap isn't like reactivating.
You think I want to fight foam either? No.
Yep. Type A comes off easily. Nuke is coming off easily.
Like even in the grill, like it's not just coming out everywhere. And
yeah. Bubbling up.
Also helps you got like 9 gallons a minute coming out of here, but but there is some soaps that like you'd be sitting here like, what the heck is going on? It's freaking foam keeps coming out.
Reactivate.
You know, yeah.
In a few weeks we'll be able to do this at HQ.
What?
In a few weeks I'll be able to do this at HQ again.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
This is the current ADX Decon. right, so iron remover, sodium thioglycolate, right? It's the base ingredient.
Yeah.
Stinks.
Nope.
Nothing you can do about it.
Doesn't stink.
Okay.
I just sprayed it right here. You want to go smell it?
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about ours.
Okay.
Special ingredients from overseas that are low odor, and then using other ingredients to neutralize the odor that does have, plus a scent that will also mask it. You basically get no thioglycolic acid smell, rotten egg smell, sulfur smell, which is the nice thing. And it's very, very fast acting.
Got it.
So
that's a good sales pitch there, buddy.
Yep. Ours is, I mean, I know you use,
Currently buy some Curacao though, not ADS from Mount Mormon.
I know you, well, is that what you switched to now? Because I know you used to use PNS for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
PNS, the problem with PNS is it's like kind of like foamy.
Yeah.
So ours is made to like not be foamy, so that like it wets out better. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I want a thick iron remover, but then you spray it and it's like stick, and you get mist spots. This like wets out on the surface so that you get a more even, kind of coverage.
Okay. So,
you can see, I mean, like already working there.
Yep. All right,
this thing's gonna be full of iron. This is gonna be like a picture show here. But yeah, we'll probably go through most of this. But my process, Matt agreed to do my process. So I do spray iron remover on after we did our Decon soap, wash. I let it sit for a couple minutes. And then once it's kind of done its thing for a little while, I foam over it with more Decon soap, and then I go to claying. So you get the iron remover still on the surface, the clay that's still on the surface, while you're claying, just to, again, aid your claying process. It's gonna make your claying process even easier, having a cleaning chemical on there to help, kind of dislodge stuff, as well as the iron remover that's also breaking down the stuff you're trying to remove. And this stuff's really slick, so like, there is some people, I don't like to do it, but there's some people like to just spray this and go start claying. You could do that because it's really, really slick and has surfactants in it, but it's not really my favorite process to do.
The thing I don't like, theoretically, let's say it doesn't completely break down that piece of iron particle and it dislodges in your clay scrubber, and you're scratching things up.
Yeah, but, you're kind of doing that anyways, though.
True.
Clay's a naturally abrasive process anyways.
And I guess the argument is that iron particle, as soon as this hits, it nukes it,
Yeah.
We're not talking about chunks of metal that's on the paint. This probably has a lot of iron in it because it likely...
this thing is going to be...
It likely came on a rail car.
This thing's going to be all red and bloody.
Oh man, I haven't seen the back. Show me the back of the label there that they kind of came up with.
Don't judge Jeff's application there, but...
That's the problem with these, is that what we're going to make is, I also, in my wish list of Pressols, is make a bottle for production too. It would have to be a cylinder.
Oh, yeah.
Where we could do machine applied.
Yep.
That way when I talk McGuire's into buying them someday, they can put it on with a machine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we don't sell them. I would love to sell like pre-filled bottles, but you got to have one guy just putting labels on.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have to charge you for that.
We're gonna make some sort of jig, I think, to try to make it as easy as possible. I had a follower made it so like a jig to put them on, but
gotcha.
It's gonna be part of the bespoke experience, the Obsessed Garage bottled and co-branded line of stuff. We're gonna put the labels on for people. I'd say hit the wheels too. We might get the wheels done. We'll see.
I'm an iron remover abuser.
Yep. I'm an all chemical abuser. Except for coatings. Anthony's telling me, he's like, we're gonna need more ADS. I'm like, I can do like 4 sets of wheels with a bottle of frickin' wheel coating. And he's like,
well, when we I coated his Raptor, and he's like, you only got a 30 mil bottle. I'm like, well, yeah, that's all I need. He's like, no, that's not gonna cover the Raptor. Yeah, like, and we had like 10 mil left when we were done. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, look at this. This is a show right here. This thing is so contaminated.
Yeah, look at that. this is the, this is the pitch for a new car. Gotta do this. All that iron from this coming over on a railroad, very likely, and then probably shipped in an open trailer or open whatever car carrier.
What do you think about the smell so far? You don't smell it
pretty
as
good, yeah.
much, right? It
Yeah.
has a little bit of a scent to it.
Yep. All right, this is good. So now you're gonna leave this on and we're gonna foam over top of it.
Yep.
This sounds like blasphemy to me.
What do you mean?
But we'll do it. We'll do it your way.
Why
It's
does it
all
sound like blasphemy?
right. I don't like it. It's not my way.
Because it's not, yeah. I mean,
No, it's because you should get the iron off the darn thing.
why though?
Well, in an iron, well, because like I explained earlier, I don't want any dislodged iron getting me scratched up here and take me from a single step to a two-step. I mean, I'm making that up. It's probably nonsense, but
Yeah, but
we
the
wasting
iron
water.
remover leaving it on the surface is going to do more for you because it's going to continue to break it down even to a finer particle.
yeah, true. Yeah, because you're always fighting that. I need to get this off. I need to get this off. I need to get this off. You don't leave it on as long. But if we get some more water on the surface with soap,
Soap helps it dwell.
I get it. All right, maybe I'll think about it. It's not as dumb as Anthony's ideas are. With his ideas are always dumb. Spraying product on the brush before putting it on the on the tire.
Poor Anthony. Nothing Anthony ever does will be right in Matt's eyes. Yeah, you just let it do its thing for a little bit, just like the old process of just letting it dwell,
Yep.
just so it can kind of do as much as it can without, kind of diluting it once you put the foam on, and then foam it on, and then get to claying. I like to do this just because you kind of eliminate a couple rinse steps,
Yeah.
and you can clay outside with the soap. You get really good lubrication. It's just nice for us. That's what we do at my shop. So,
Yeah.
you do clay scrubbers or?
I usually use the Rag Company's pad.
You got deliveries?
Yep. We got our black bottles. We're going to unveil our black bottles on this video.
Oh, I know, yeah. It's Van City. It's going to be coming to pick up totes of products soon.
Yep.
I think that thing would sag with a tote of product.
Oh, yeah. No, we do. What I was thinking about, let's say we are buying like 10 totes. It would cost $3,000 to ship. I just rent a U-Haul for $200 and send a guy down there.
Yeah, we both have 4 places.
Probably not even three from here, from us to you.
It'd be $400 a tote.
Oh, no, 120?
Yeah.
150 maybe, max?
All right, well, you're taking my dream away here. I was planning on.
But yeah, get an OG semi, bro.
Yeah. a lot
Make sure you
less.
get your semi going.
That thing will be the cleanest semi ever.
I don't know, our van isn't all that clean. It will be once we get our wash bay dialed.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's a work van, Something's got to be dirty.
Yeah, that's. All right, let's see what our black bottles look like here.
Put a couple squeeze bottles in too.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
nice.
thing is.
I'm gonna see what our production squeeze will look like.
Free labor.
Oh yeah. So these are our production squeezers. I like that. Look at that, man. The top's pretty sick too.
And the caps that we have also work. So
Oh, those are the actual squeezers?
Yeah, this is the production. Holy cow, these are great.
You got the same squeezy tops we do?
Nope, better.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little different.
slightly different.
Similar. Are they from them in Germany? Or you guys bought them?
No, I'm pretty
Oh.
sure. These came with the bottles, right?
yes, but our caps that we have also fit.
Oh yeah, the ceiling caps.
Yeah, our push pulls
Yeah,
we have.
the original.
I like that we're gonna do this in the future is move the
Oh, that's
logo.
I didn't see it.
Put that on them.
Yeah, so we move the logo. See the problem,
It looks scratched up.
yeah. God dang it, man. Can we get anything right?
Yeah, I feel like OG people are going to be pissed about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many of
They
these do
probably
we
gotta
get?
wrap them. When you ship them, you got to wrap because they probably just throw them in the bags and then they just bounce around and get scratched up. That's what happens with our bottles. So we have to wrap them when we ship them.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that with the black, you see all the scratches. With the clear, you ain't going to see it. Are they translucent though? I feel like they're not even translucent. pretty black. It's a little funky. It's like a sealer down there for the seam.
Yeah.
These are the production ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is junk.
Yeah. Like especially here, like where this sealer is for the
Yeah.
seam.
Gosh, this is the struggle, man. I was like, I can't freaking win. I'm gonna be selling these at discount.
Interesting, like how the see all that sealer they got there. For all
Right.
the,
It's for this thing.
it's interesting. They are cool though. I like this better. Yeah, this is smart because now you actually have a full label.
So
You don't need to
there's-
have that dumb cutout.
Yeah, so we changed this. This is great. But it's from them shipping in a bag.
Either manufacturing or shipping it, but yeah, probably just throwing them in the bag.
A
and
little
they're
bit of
just-
both. I
they're
mean,
just-
some of these this is manufacturing.
They're just bouncing around.
Especially like on the container, they're just roaming.
Yeah, is it? It's not translucent at all.
Yeah,
It's
it
just-
looks like straight black. I think that's
Yeah,
why they
but
have that
it's-
line.
But it's not. I wonder if the fluorination. I wonder if it was black like the original black bottles, like this. The original. The necked
Mm-hmm.
bottles. And I wonder if the fluorination changed the color. God dang it, man! How many of these?
Isn't
we
the
get?
fluorination only on the inside though?
I can't tell you exactly, a fair amount.
Yeah, a lot.
Why, what's wrong
A
with it?
container worth.
Terrible.
Purple,
Yeah, it's got splotchiness, and they're getting all jacked up from being in the bag, which it doesn't happen. The translucents are fine.
You just wouldn't see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you wipe them? Did you try?
I just did. I just wiped it with drying aid, and this is the fixed version.
Oh,
You're gonna have to pull out the polisher.
well, you're gonna put a label, right here.
Yeah, I mean, you cover most of it with a label, but still.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a $22 bottle. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
Surprised
gonna
they didn't.
be having
I
a
just poured them out of the box.
Yeah.
I didn't,
gonna be a fire deal
regulate.
Fire deal.
Friday on black bottles.
Where's this switch track at?
Oh, right here. I'll load you up. Yeah, these black bottles are junk. That's what I was afraid of. How many did we get? We're gonna have to fire deal them. Like they're all scratched. It's just bad. The whole thing's just bad. The seam's bad. Like the sealing on how they seal the bottle together, like on the bottom of the bottles, where the fill line goes down. I'm pretty sure they're not translucent. They're black, but I'm pretty sure that the fluorination like turned them gray-ish, and then them being in the bag, they're all scratched up. Like we're not gonna be able to sell these at normal. Like if OG people are their heads are gonna explode. Yeah, I mean we can't. I mean we're gonna have to disclaim. If we go look at them, it's like a weird grayish black, and you can see all the seams look like somebody JB welded it together.
Clay? Your
Oh, right
clay
here.
scrubbers? Sick.
And they're look like they're JB welded together, and then there's some like splotchiness in the dye process, plus the rubbing of them being in the bags. And as soon as we ship these out, we're gonna get nuked. So I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to launch them. We're gonna talk to Pressols. I'm gonna have to launch them at a deep discount and say, hey, whoever wants a jacked up bottle, you can get. This is your opportunity to get a discount. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make a video on it before we launch it, and I would kind of making a video on it right now with Bradley and Jeff, and it'll be on the Matt Mormon channel. But I need to need to do something. So I think we should talk to them first. Like, how many of these we got? 2,500.
In the bucket. The Decon bucket. Luckily, this stuff's coming off really easy.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna have to do. Just do like real. Yep. My guess is that when they fluorinated them, so I'm not out $100,000 on black bottles. I'm out, if we have 2,500 of them, so we're out 15 grand. Yeah, okay, well that's not the end of the world. I just can't take another nuclear reputation hit on another frickin' thing. The squeeze bottles are perfect, beautiful, amazing, just awesome. But I just can't do it. I've gotta. But before I tell everybody these suck, I don't want to tell the Pressols people I'm going to tell everybody they suck, you know. Yep. And yeah, and then I'll just make sure everybody knows what they're getting. And say, if I see any of you freaking people complaining on Facebook, I'm flying to your house. I'm going to throw the black bottles at your head. So shut your mouth. Don't buy them. I understand that, but it's not Matty Spec. It's not. Yeah. I'm literally on camera right now talking to you about this. I'm going to share this, so people know. I'm trying here, people. I'm putting my whole life on the line here for this crap. Okay. This is the first black bottle I've seen. And I pulled one out last night out of one of the bags while I was giving a tour to the controller guy. And it was like my first glance, like, I don't know if these are any good. And then I put it back in there, so I'll come back to this later. And then I forgot. And so then I had my dad bring me, so I couldn't sleep at 3 a.m. I'm like, I think I bought $100,000 jank bottles. And then I had him bring them to me, and we're looking at them, and I'm like, oh God, no. I'm freaking screwed. And there's 2 current threads with hundreds of people complaining in the Facebook group currently. And I'm about to launch a black bottle, and then you know what they're gonna do. Oh my God, there's gonna be an X-ray spec videos and photos of me and how much Pressols sucks, which is nonsense.
I haven't done the bumper,
Okay.
but I did everything else.
Okay, all right.
If you ever wanted to buy, try a Pressol, but
But the problem is the bottles are $4. The sprayer is $16.
yeah.
So I discount it, what, $1?
Yeah, true.
So that's what we're talking about. But I only have 15 grand worth of them only. Here I'm talking. Okay, all right, thanks, Matt. You guys are getting some real inside access here. We're looking for new products. We're talking about different processes. I'm messing up people's Christmas with black bottles that aren't really black. All right, so we sprayed Type B or Type A. On the surface. So we got a slick surface, and then we're doing Rag Company clay sponge.
Clay scrubbers. Just dunking it in the wash bucket. He cleans it out nice every time.
Yep.
Whenever.
So we didn't spray off the iron remover, so we're grinding in fresh iron into the thing, which means we're gonna need a 2-step. And
I gotta break it to you though. You got a chip in the hood.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right, it's like way up here in the top too. I don't know how it would have happened.
Yeah,
So, right up, way up there.
It's coming.
I was like trying to clay it off. I'm like, I felt it. I'm like, oh nope.
This is Michelle's. I mean, I'm gonna wash this once every 2-3 months anyway. So.
Yeah, and then you're gonna complain that the coating didn't last because you didn't wash it for 6 months. And you're gonna, Armour's junk. And I'm like, you didn't wash the freaking thing.
Yeah, well, it nuked. I'm telling you, I think there's a limestone plant a mile that way.
Yeah, we literally drove by it.
Yeah, and so I'm pretty sure that's because I'm living here, and I'm like, I put CSU on the darn Raptor 2 months ago. Now I didn't wash it in 2 months, but
yeah.
But still, I mean, and it's like gonzo, complete gone.
Did you put EXO on top?
Yeah. Yeah, and I did like full dehumidified, air-conditioned install. It's not like I did anything wrong on the installation, and then I have CSL EXO on this, and it's gone on this too because I left it outside. And then it dawned on me, well, I bet you there's...
Yeah, you probably got to wash more often just because of all the contamination in the air.
Yep.
The coating's probably not gone. There's probably just a lot of shit on top.
Well, I tried. I said, I'm going to clay it, iron remove it, and still. I did that nonsense water spot remover crap. That doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, contamination's hard. I mean, once it.
Well, you see, some of those water spot removers have a sealant in them
Yeah.
To trick people into thinking that that you're getting.
Yeah, and some acids like that also, like even though they're not a like polymer silica type thing, they will they will put some beating on the surface even though it's sacrificial.
Right.
Just because of how the acids work.
And so you're like, oh, I reinvigorated the
Yeah.
coating,
Then you
and
wash
then
it a week later, and you're like, wait, where the heck did it go?
oh, it's dead again. Yeah. All right, so that's the process. So now we're gonna rinse.
You did the front.
We're rinsing. We're set up for polishing, taping, polishing, all that.
You did the front bumper.
Yes.
Okay.
The rear bumper?
Yeah. And I did not. Because I was actually waiting for the big stool. Did you do that side of the roof? Because I don't want to get in his door jam. I can get up here though. I'll get on the tire. Do you want to feel the magic of iron remover and Decon soap clay process, Matt?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, right.
It makes sense. I like your logic.
It's tried and true.
I guess.
Tried and true, thousands of cars.
I guess all these. Yeah, they have the JB Weld looking thing on the bottom too. We just don't see it.
You just don't notice it, yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably scratched up too. You just don't notice it. We have the same issue.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've seen, we sell those clear buckets.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
people complain they get scratched up, and I'm like, well, you see it because it's freaking crystal clear.
Right. Yeah.
And you're used to a white, kind of translucent bucket where you don't see the scratches. So we had to tell people with that too. We're like,
I had to put a thing where you add the cart, it gives you a warning. Like, look, listen, these things are going to come with scratches. They're clear.
So on your new Pressols orders, you're gonna want to redesign your label eventually, because now we have this thing removed. You don't have to, but
yeah, we will just have Bryce cut it. Just literally just
cut them
fill it
different.
in, basically. I mean,
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
I only ordered not much.
Yeah, these squeezers are freaking sick.
Yeah, they're nice.
Gosh, and they got the because I'd gotten some samples that were too crunchy, like they had hot spots in it, like where some spots were thicker than others.
Yeah, those are very squishy.
And I love the top. All we have to do is I got to figure out how to.
How to label them.
Yeah, see, there's like what they kind of plastic welded essentially, I guess, when the heat treated. All the translucents have that, but the blacks have, you can see it.
Luckily, polishing should get the rust out.
That's interesting. The inside of the bottle, which you can't see in the translucents, they're like a little mountain in there of material. See that?
Oh, yeah.
I guess they all have that, but we can't see it in the others.
What, in the bottom?
See the little mountain of plastic.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Yeah, where it's
They
poured.
they must all have that, but we can't see it.
You just don't notice it as much, yeah. All right, you should be good to rinse.
All right, we got 1 for 2 right. God dang. I was worried that these were going to be jacked because we ordered a bazillion of these suckers. Yeah, these are good.
All right, I'm gonna rinse.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. These guys are doing all the work while I'm stressing out here. People are getting an inside look into what goes through my brain. Like they think I don't take this seriously.
Yeah. Now I can't wait for you to have duels of that other one over there.
That might be too much. The preliminary test on the ARs, the AR630s, is 4.6. This is 4.18.
Wow.
We got everything cleaned up. Jeff is drying it off. Looking good. All right, so we're drying this thing off. All right, I'm kind of come back to reality on the black bottles, and you know we're gonna see it. It's not the world's worst thing. I'm looking at them on the shelf there. You know, this is what we all do. Like you built it up, and then you know Matt Moorman says it's great, and we build it up. I build it up in my mind, and then I open something up for the first time, and I start scrutinizing it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. And then you come back down to reality, and we start to think through this logically and intelligently, and so they're not in its final form, I would think, but it's more of an anthracite because the fluorination changes the color a little bit. And we actually went and grabbed one of the old black bottles, and they're kind of a dark gray too. I'd had it in my head that they were like midnight black, and they really never were.
A little bit gray, yeah.
So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to just put a real solid disclaimer and take great photos so people can see what they're getting, and say, hey, don't buy them if this is going to bother you.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go back to Pressols and say, well, let's keep working on this. Yeah. I wanted to be like that Mirka, black plastic there. Yeah. I don't know if that's possible.
Problem is too is even if you get a perfect bottle to you, ship them a perfect bottle, they label them, you actually start using them, they're going to get.
It's like black paint on a black car. It's great when it's perfect.
Yeah, same with our bottles. Like they're that matte painted black, and if you drop them, you scratch them, and you're gonna see a lot more than a clear bottle.
Yeah, we had that on the shiny black CarPro bottles too. Those PET ones.
Yep, you'll just get all nicked up, and especially matte. Matte's even worse because you just see everything. Even more.
All right, I'm gonna pull this sucker in, and we're gonna close the door and turn the heat on.